Hey guys, it's Big 8L here. We have a very, very angry Zerg that I just fucked up, and we're gonna watch the game that made him say this to me. We're gonna start it at the beginning. On my side, we have, of course, me, the problem, the pathetic fucking noob, as this man says. And on the other hand, we have Mr. Tryhard, aka JK. He has a cool. He was very on me about my APM, and I am currently, I believe, in Diamond 2 as Protoss right now. So this guy's tryharding. He's at a cool, stupid APM. I'm gonna be rocking down here, but let's see what we got. So I'm gonna do normal Protoss versus Zerg things, get a pylon at the bottom, get a gate, and try and go block his hatch. A little quick boy over here, taking a 16 hatch, is gonna just barely beat me to it. If you do it off of the pylon, you can only get 17 hatches, but good on him, whatever. And it's pretty standard for the beginning, you know. As you can see, this is a bit of a long replay, but we'll be fast forwarding the end of it because it gets a tad bit ridiculous. So just normal stuff, He's gonna get a pool now. He didn't take a gas or a pool for a long time, and so I had my probe looking for a third because I thought he was gonna take a third really fast. But he took that pool, and then he just has no gas for a while. I guess gasless Zerg, you can expand really fast. I don't know a ton about how Zerg do. I just kind of macro with it. Terran and Protoss have got a little bit more of a in-depth understanding of. Zerg is very weird. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Whatever. Back to it. I got a Nexus, 20 Nexus, 20 Cybercore, get another pylon. He's going to take a third hatch now. There we go. And get some queens and stuff, of course. So I don't actually, this isn't a real build that I learned from someone else. This is my premium, real ZVP build. As soon as this core's done, get an Adept, get a Stargate, get Warp Gate after the Stargate. Said it a little faster than I did it, but there you go. Probe's still looking around, found that third. He's just macroing up, getting ling speed, getting lings, nothing crazy. Get another gateway to seal that off. I pretty much just make a full wall as soon as the adept pops out, because it doesn't really matter beforehand. But now there's no way I can get just circling busted. They'll need banelings. So just keep macroing, nothing really crazy in the early game. Look at that creep spread. They're staring at it. They're like, ooh, I want to eat that. I bet these guys do want to eat that. They're very hungry circlings. They just kind of eat everything they see. It's like how they attack. Either way, one adept goes out, another one sticks in the wall. This adept's going to try and be the distraction for the Oracle. Now, I normally send the Oracle into the main, but I saw that his third just finished, so I'm going to go just kill whatever's over there, because I know there won't be a spore crawler. I'm going to send the Adept, fake it into the main, and then just attack over here. And then meanwhile, the Oracle shows up. There's only 3 drones over here, but it's going to eat all of those. That Adept gets a drone or 2. And then the Oracle comes by. Too many queens, but there's no spores anywhere, so really I should have just come into the main, and I could have gotten a lot of kills. As it is, we're going to get 8, which is fine. 8 kills, and, I'm doing great. 8 kills for an Adept, or 9 kills, 10 kills now. Where did the 10th kill come from? I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty good harass. We're even right now. I'm gonna take a third, Um, get a Void Ray after the Oracle. I had him come clear over here. Now, I meant for him to clear these Overlords, but it seems he flew right past. Get another Void Ray. We're going to get the Oracle and then 3 Void Rays in a row. This Void Ray is still over there, but I'm going to get the Void Rays to kill all these fucking Overlords that he has everywhere. Get the 3rd Nexus, get a pylon right next to the Nexus so you can fit a depths in there, and then get a pylon over here so you can build a full wall. Kill these goddamn Overlords that they send in. This is why I make 3. Like, I make 3 Void Rays and just kind of mess around with it, but mostly they're just there to kill all the Overlords. It's like the bunch of Corsairs that people used to have. There you go, another one. I love it. Pop, pop, pop. He's got both of the watchtowers, as Zerg does in the beginning, because Zerglings cost nothing. Put a stasis ward over here. I love not having my Oracle die, so I can just put stasis wards everywhere. Oh, speaking of stasis wards, that is a fucking lot of Zerglings. That is, how many Zerglings? That is 34 Zerglings. Now, this is my favorite thing about not having this Oracle die. Because if you do this little setup here where you got a shield battery and you got an adept and a wall, you're supposed to have 2 adepts, but you can hold a lot of Zerglings coming and trying to kill it. Because, you know, you get an adept, you got it right there. I'm going to warp in 2 more now that I see the magnitude of what's going on. I would just build the full wall, but I don't really have enough resources for it, so I'm going to just build the cannons that I'm going to build behind the wall anyway. This is about out. I was low on energy, so I couldn't do this earlier, but another stasis, and then these adepts should be able to fight off the rest of those, no problem. And then these should get unstasised into adepts and stuff. Pop more of these. He's very upset about that. About how he just tried to run a bunch of Zerglings in, and I had defenses that totally shut that down. That stasis was money, but again, nothing. Maybe you shouldn't just build a bunch of Zerglings and send it. That sounds like a low tier approach. I'm gonna come in here, you know. You don't want to lose these. Okay, so the biggest thing about the 3 Void Rays is that you stop on it. This is enough Void Rays to where you can kill buildings like pretty quickly, you can pop Overlords easily, you can kind of spread them out. But the most important thing about 3 Void Rays is even if you don't build any more, you'll make them build Hydras. And if you make them build Hydras, you can go Colossus 2 at a time with extended thermal lance and hide them behind a wall, and it's disgusting. So, let's keep going. So by the way, I'm doing that in case you were unaware. As soon as you get the 3rd Void Ray building, you get the Robo, and then after the Robo's done, you get Robotics Bay and another Robo, and then once it's done, you just start pumping out 2 Colossi at a time. And by the time they have Hydras, and they try and push with it, they have to push through 2 Colossi with hopefully +1 in Thermal Lance. It's not going to be like that this time. A wall, a bunch of cannons, and batteries. And hopefully stasises, if you have it. But yeah, no, this isn't going to work. People do this all the time. They see the 3 Void Rays, they go Hydras, and then they run into this, and it just like, it ain't it. He's upset. I would probably be upset if I ran into me doing this as a Zerg, I'd be pissed, because I don't know how the fuck you beat this. You don't let me do it? I don't know. The good Protoss units are crazy, and I just build the good units, and it works really well. Like, just build them, and don't let them die, and then you win, right? Because then you have a bunch of good units. It's very simple. We're gonna come on here, pop some more. How many kills does this have? We got 1, 2, 6. They're like all Overlord kills. That's pretty good. Supply block him again. The Hydras, it's super easy to lose Void Rays to Hydras. But it's not that hard to not lose them to Hydras and just keep them over here and keep all, like, at least some of the Hydras back so they can't just attack. Either way, once that is repelled, you get a 4th base. You cannon that bitch up too. You get Templar Archives so you can get Storm. Get a High Templar behind both of these walls along with the Colossus. And you can kind of just defend and go into late game and just max out on Carrier, Colossus, Storm, Archon with like Zealots coming in with War Prisms. And if they try to attack you, they have to go through Storm, Cannon Battery. And it's possible once they get Broodlords, but before then it is very costly. Though, still possible, if they're very economically ahead. But that's why you just, you know, you run by with like a Zealot, kill any 4th base as many times as you can with these Void Rays, stop any 5th. It's really easy to stop the 5th. The 4th is like, if you kill the 3rd, it's almost just game over. You can deny the 4th a bunch, and you can really easily deny the 5th with these 3 Void Rays you make. I just sent in a bunch of Zealots in a bunch of different locations. Literally just like spawned in 5 Zealots and ran them into a bunch of spots. And that got a bunch of kills too, which was pretty cool. You know, nice multitasking. Now we're going to get the Fleet Beacon and +1 air weapons and another Stargate, so we can start going double what's it called, Carrier. He approves of my 3 Void Ray strat. Just 3 Void Rays and infinite value. I kept wanting to tell him to just make, like, an air unit and come and kill me, but he finally made Corruptors. The problem is, those are Corruptors, and those are Void Rays, so they have to run. Now I'm just gonna kill a Corruptor, kill both Overseers, and recall, because I'm sure there are more coming. He's so upset. Again, take a 5th, can't battery that up, make a wall once you can. It's a very big spot, so I couldn't make a wall immediately. And then really, like, Colossus, Carrier, Archon, Storm, you can't really kill that with anything. Like a movie. You have to, like, have Broodlord, Corruptor, Viper, and you have to have really good Viper control, I think, is the only way you can deal with that. And, you know, people hate on Skytoss, and I will admit it's really strong. But the whole reason I do it is because I have literally no idea how to deal with lurkers on the ground as Protoss. Immortals are supposed to kill them but die. Like, I guess you can do Disruptors, but Disruptors are... The fact that it requires 2 hits to kill them is really annoying. I guess they are good at it, but, like, Immortals should be good but suck. Colossi get outranged by them if they all have their range boosts. It's very annoying. I love these just like couple Zealots in each side moves. You know, just spread them out too, get some vision. I don't even really know what he's doing, honestly. I guess he's just chilling. Oh, he's making lurkers. That's what he's doing. I am continuing to expand because he has no pressure on me despite having 300 APM. You know, keep the upgrades rolling. We're making carriers now, get +2, get +3. I got a bunch of observers at some point. I don't think I've done it yet. I got all my Colossi now. Got this nice 6 Colossi, got Storm everywhere. Just send some Adepts that I don't need anymore now that I'm maxed over here. Tell this Oracle to go put stasises down everywhere, including new bases. And I'm gonna give you a nice shot of this Storm drop I did. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Now we're gonna warp in 4 charge lots. Now I was gonna try and fly away with this thing, but obviously the Corruptor fleet came, so we're gonna drop them all out, and then Storm, and then I didn't realize that guy had a Storm, so I turned both into Archons and recalled them. Big plays. Huge plays. Look at that. Right before they all got there. He's so mad. Super upset. losing his mind, literally just chatting, making 6 Zerglings.
Mineral field depleted.
I love his vision too, because he thinks I'm on 3 base, but I'm actually, like, literally, I have everything, and I've cannon batteried all of it, almost. But no, it's because Protoss is easy. Um, so we're gonna go Broodlords, Broodlord Corruptor. I think that's reasonable. You have a fuck ton of Corruptors, you might as well make some Broodlords. You'll notice he's fucked though at this point because I have the whole map, and I'm cannon battering it, but he's not doing anything besides complaining. So you know, that's not super productive. Really, this game is a matter of I macroed better than him. Like I held off his Ling like flood at the 3rd, and he didn't have a lot of drones, and then I just out macroed him. But I am a very personal believer in not killing your opponent. I think that you should cripple them. You should get a nice, solid gut punch in. And then you should allow them to leave the game of their own volition. And, because like this, I win, right? It's over already. But I'm just gonna kill that 3rd, or that 5th, I guess, at this point, but it's the 3rd, and leave. Because he's done. I've taken measure of him. I know there's literally no way. And so I'm just gonna chill here and, do little attacks, do little pokes and prods. But why kill him? I can just let him sit here in a losing position and see what he does to come down on the unbelievable defenses that I have built. I just want to see him crash against it and fail, honestly. But he doesn't do me the service of that. He just kind of sits here. I don't even know what he does. I don't think he does anything. I'm pretty sure he went AFK. Yeah, he just goes AFK after that, what's it called? That attack. I, actually, like, while I was playing, he was disconnecting and connecting a lot, so I wasn't sure if he was, still playing or not. So I just kind of kept building a bunch of cannons. This is just going to turn into a little artistic piece after I have all my cannons done. I just wanted to show y'all what peak defense looks like. The Great Wall. In case you were unaware, this is what peak late game looks like. You take literally every base and then surround them in cannons and batteries with High Templar behind them for Storm, and then you get like Tempests to just like poke things and then back up behind the cannons. But yeah, you need the whole line of cannons that arches. So I had a little break here because of the creep, but that surrounds like their whole base and that they just can't leave. And then you don't kill them. You let them come and try and break it until they finally accept their defeat. So, yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good night, Good day, maybe? I don't know. It is 5 a.m. for me. I'm on a weird sleep schedule right now. But, yeah. Love y'all. See you later.